Hi everyone, Deb here. Welcome to my next episode of hashtag straw BEARY strawberry bliss. This is a fun collab throughout the month of May 2025. It is hosted by Polly's Pretties Coloring and Crafting. Yes, Coloring and Crafting. Um, and what we are to do is, well, the overall theme is strawberries and bears. And you don't have to use those every day, but it is the theme of the collab because Polly likes strawberries, so do I. And bears, I guess, teddy bears. I'm, I can live with them or without them. Anyway, when I was young, I had a stuffed black poodle dog, and when I saw it as an adult, it was threadbare. It was so funny. Anyway, I love that thing. I had some dolls and stuff too. But anyway, I digress. So this is being aired on Saturday, May 10th. Yes, May 10th. And I have three um, days of prompts for you. So let's just hop into it. The first one was sequins and the color yellow. So in the pack of paper, the Berry, Berry Fresh by Stamps by Me, which I think I'm going to run out of before this collab is over. Yeeks. Anyway, um, it had this lemon paper. So I switched from strawberries a little bit um, to use the lemons because, hey, it's the color yellow. I found these trims in my stash, which were from Michael's years ago. They had $1.50 packs of lace and trims, and it was 3 or 4 different yellows, so I put that on. This button is out of the Doodlebug pack that I had found to get the brads from last um, day 7. And I found these sequins in my stash. I have a lot, but I found these, which the whole packet is sticky. I don't know. These were gifted to me by Shirlene, Cheryl's Crafty World, if you're not familiar with her. And I also found these, Pretty Pink Posh. They're not sequins, but they are like shaker kind of mix, and they have little strawberries in. I thought hard about making a shaker to put somewhere on this page, and I just wasn't feeling it, so I painfully glued down these sequins. I ended up putting glitter glue I had out on my desk, this Studio G, on top because they were not drying fast, and then I decided to just put some glitter glue around. And this I cut out of a paper, which you'll see on one of the next pages. It's strawberry lemonade. So it brings in the pink and the strawberries, but also the lemons. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sequins on here, plus those little clay, I think they are strawberries. So that is my day 8. So day 9 was pipe cleaner and pockets. So this one I did a little different. I made a page that has a pocket on both sides, plus I made a little pocket here, and this is a well, it's like these memories and more. It's a 4x6 memories and more card, and it had 2, 4, 6 of these on it, and I just cut them out because they're nice little writing spots, and stuck them in there. And because I didn't want to cover up the pink strawberry lemonade. This was ribbon out of the Doodlebug pack, same place I got the yellow button. And this is washi tape. I just didn't really love this designer paper. It was a scrap. It's the one that's on the cover, which worked good for the cover, but I didn't like it there. I don't really love that washi there, but I needed something. And then on the other side, I actually had to use a 12x12 paper because I didn't have any scraps that fit, and that paper is out of Stampin' Up's, since we were doing yellow, it was this sheet here, which had this on the other side, and that's out of the Floral Delight 12 by 12 D-liner series paper, which probably has retired now. I don't know. And I made a little tuck spot, not really a pocket, but a tuck. And this was just another scrap of that paper that I rounded the corners on. I rounded this corner, and this trim I think was also from Michael's, but I don't have it out anymore. I don't remember. So that is what I did. I made a pocket, and the pipe cleaners, uh, oh, this was a leftover piece of cardboard. So I used a scrap of the strawberry paper with a pink pipe cleaner, and this was one of the Memories and More cards, which I accidentally punched the decorative edge. There's the back of it, and here's the rest of it. It was another one of the 4 by 6 cards, and I just cut 2 inches off of it and have the rest. So this one I'm facing the other way because it matches the other side paper better there. And this side, since we have strawberries going on here, I put it that way. And pink and green. And those pipe cleaners I found in my stickers, those were from an Easter Dollar Tree purchase. I am going to say a long time ago, probably 2017 or 18. I'm guessing because I haven't bought something like that in ages. So that's my pockets. I got a pocket here, a pocket that goes to both sides here, and a tuck spot. And there we have it. Okay, so we have one more day, and it is day 10, which is paperclip and stamped image. I had the idea for the paperclip right away, the stamped image not so much. Because remember, I had one teddy bear stamp, I didn't use it. But I said I had all kinds of fruit stamps, I didn't have any strawberries. However, I thought I remembered having a paper pumpkin kit stamp. Well, I found first this set, and it had not necessarily a strawberry stamp. You can see there's not there, but it did have some strawberries, punch outs and leaves, stickers, and vellum, and these little cards, and I still had some left. And then I found this one, Pick of the Crop, June of 2022, and it did have, oops, a strawberry stamp right there, and a little stamp of the dots. I used both of those for my stamped image, and I also used You Are the Sweetest stamp set because I didn't like the sentiments for my book here from the other set. So let me show you what I ended up with. I was struggling a little bit in the beginning, but I did it. So my stamped images are here. And that was the last thing I did. I actually made this. I made the paper clips first. These are hidden paper clips. I'll talk about them in a minute. And then I made this from that one paper pumpkin kit, but the stamp from the same one that the strawberries came in. That is stamped in Poppy Parade, and I edged around the circle. And I was actually going to glue this down and have it be a flip up, but I decided when I had to do this, I was like, okay, where am I going to stamp now? Because I've got these paper clip things and there's no room. Well, that's when I decided I'll just put a strip of stamped strawberries across the bottom. I colored them in Sweet Sorbet, and actually a dark Just Jade, which is a retired color, and stamped in Sweet Sorbet and Garden Green for the little dots. And then I just used double-sided tape, taped it down on the ends and the bottom, and I made it a little tuck spot that this little card can come in and out of. So the paper clips, I followed a tutorial from a lady. I will link it down below. It's like 3 years old or something. I want to say the Artist Loft, but my friend metal scrapping chick, Kim, has made them too, and she may have a tutorial up as well. And then when I was looking for paper clips, I have a whole shoebox size bin of paper clips and clips and such. I wanted a big clip for this one because the paper I picked was, these are scraps, by the way, except I don't think this red dotted slash plaid paper, that was Stampin' Up paper. I think I had to cut that to use it. This is garden green cardstock and a scrap of the berry fresh paper. And that one has a big, one of these big paper clips in, I believe that sort of bluish green color. And the other one has a little green paper clip I just found randomly. And then when I was digging around, I found these had been gifted to me by Paige. I miss Paige. Hi Paige, if you watch. She isn't doing YouTube videos anymore, and she's had a rough year. The last year, her husband passed away, so um, I'm in touch occasionally, but not as much as before. Anyway, I have lots of paper clips, so yeah, that's what I wanted to do. And maybe I should just stick, you know what? I have these sort of purpley ones sitting right here. I found these too, which I think I got at Target, because they used to come in those jars like that, right? Target used to have some wonderful stuff in their, what we used to call dollar spot. I don't know what it's called now. There, we have a paper clip on there too. And then how you do it is you cut two strips of paper, one just slightly longer than the other one and slightly wider. Your paper clip goes on top this one, but under, this one goes on top, this paper goes on top the paper clip. And you have to, when you do this, you open a slit, open this top one up before you glue them down. Cut a little slit, and I have a cutting mat and this sharp blade, which I think was Tim Holtz or Sizzix or something. Does it say? It doesn't say anywhere, but I love this. I don't use it that often, but when I need a sharp blade, I use that. Just cut a slit big enough for the paper clip to go through. And then originally I was thinking, oh, I'll just wrap this around a paper clip because, it'll work. But the problem is you can't do that and get it through the slot. So I had to tie this on, which is why I have this embroidery thread stuff that was all on a flea market yard sale roll or something. All these colors were on there, so I used them all. And then this little flower was Little Birdie, I think, and it had a center, but it fell off. So I found these Stampin' Up! Gems that are getting to be gone, and this is Sweet Sorbet, and this is Parakeet Party. So I used some Parakeet Party on that one. I see I've got, and how I have, how do I do this? I don't know. I don't remember throwing it out, but I couldn't find my glue gun. Well, I have another one, but it has mini glue sticks, and I don't have any mini glue sticks, so I had to use Fabri-Tac to glue everything down, and it's doing just fine. The lady in the video used art glitter glue, but my art glitter glue is throwing fits at me right now, so I couldn't use that. And I do like art glitter glue as well. So that's a small paper clip, and this one is a bigger, it goes down to about here. The only thing with the bigger ones is they're definitely bulkier. So, but this one, I don't know, it doesn't seem to want to hold as good. But it's in there. Interesting. Maybe I made the piece too long for the paper clip. I don't know. It's all right. It'll slide over. And then this one is definitely firmer and can go there. And this when I was looking for my glue gun, I found this in a little basket on my cart over behind me. So amazing what I find in this mess of a craft room. I kind of am organized. I mean, I had all my paper clips in a bin, and with these I have other tassels in there too, paper clips and tassels. And you wouldn't believe how many I have, probably because I was a planner and I used to do more of these kind of things. I think this was just Dollar Tree ribbon. It's very similar to this yellow. Did I use that yellow? No, I decided not to. Anyway, so those are my pages for the day 8, 9, and 10 sequins and the color yellow back here. Day 9, pipe cleaner and pockets. Pocket there, big pocket there. I was going to put the pipe cleaner as a trim, but it's so bulky. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be able to remove them if I needed to. So I did use pipe cleaner, but just not on the page itself, just in the tags that go on the page. And then paper clip here, here, and there, and stamped image down here, and as well as, I don't know if sentiment counts as image. So let's see what the next one will be for Wednesday. Next ones. I'm doing 4 for Wednesdays and 3 for Saturdays. So day 11 will be tool and free space, meaning we can do whatever we want. That's good because I'm running out of that paper. Day 12 will be strawberries in the color green. Okay. Day 13 will be butterflies and glitter. I have lots of butterflies. And day 14, we're back to teddy bears and torn paper. So, fun 4 days coming up. Yeah. So it's good that it's not all strawberry themed, although there is a strawberry and a teddy bear in here. So I might have to use paper other than the strawberry papers on those days because, like I said, I'm running out of it. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you like my pages? Do you think I did good with the prompts? I think I did. But, you know, everybody does things differently. So let me know your thoughts. And this will be day 11, tool and free space. And I have no clue what I'm doing for that yet. And my book is getting to be a little chunky monkey. So this might have to be closed with some kind of band, or I honestly, I didn't do the back yet. And that was intentional because I might have to either maybe a ribbon, or I might have to do some other kind of closure that involves putting something under the paper. So yeah, I did that on purpose, although I should have figured that out and done it at the same time. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked my pages or this video at all, please consider giving me a thumbs up to help me in the YouTube algorithm. And I love to read your comments. I try to reply to all of them. When I'm super busy, I'll at least give you a heart so that you can know that I have seen and liked your comment. And even then, sometimes I try and go back later and provide a response to you. So I do appreciate you all for watching my channel, and thank you so much for being here. All right, have a wonderful day, weekend, I guess, because it'll be Saturday when you see this. Take care. Hugs, love, and peace.